Work is a pretty common way for people to unwind. A new study just published, though, might make you think twice about pouring yourself that second drink. Joining us now, CNN medical correspondent Dr. Tara Narula. You
Good
have
morning.
said...
Wait.
Good morning.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
This is not what you want to hear, right?
Do you know how stressful people's lives are now?
Yeah. Well, for
What's the deal?
thousands of centuries, we've been consuming what the Greeks called the nectar of the gods. But that nectar may have problems when drunk in excess. So what we know is that excessive alcohol use is associated with increased morbidity and mortality. In fact, it is a leading preventable cause of premature death. And death rates for alcohol attributable causes have been going up for the past decade. So researchers here looked at alcohol consumption from 2015 to 2019 in U.S. adults, and they found that 1 in 8 deaths in those 20 to 64 were attributable to alcohol, excessive alcohol, okay? 1 in 5 deaths in those 20 to 49 were also attributable to excessive alcohol consumption. And it was higher in men than women. It varied across states, so highest in New Mexico, lowest in Mississippi. In general, the Southeast had lower rates, and the West, Upper Midwest, New England, higher rates. And when we're talking about what are these causes, so we're talking about poisonings, motor vehicle accidents. By poisoning, we mean substance use with alcohol, motor vehicle accidents, and alcohol-related liver disease.
Where is it higher? Well, I'm sorry, where is it higher again?
So it's higher in the West, the Upper Midwest, and New England. The Southeast had lower rates.
So what you're talking about excessive use,
Correct.
what is that defined by? What's the acceptable use?
Right, and so there's a lot of debate about, is it safe to drink at all? And really, there's not a lot of great, what we call randomized controlled trials on this topic. But what we generally say is that if you drink moderately, that's technically, for many, considered safe. And by moderate, let's define that. So we're talking about at most 1 glass a day for women, 2 glasses a day for men. And when we're talking about the types, it's about 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, 1.5 ounces of hard liquor. Now, there has been some association with moderate drinking and lower risk of cardiovascular disease. On the other hand, you have to weigh that with the cancer risk. We know that there is increased risk of cancer. So there is some debate there. We definitely don't tell people to start drinking if they're not drinking, but if you keep it at that moderate level, maybe okay.
It's just interesting because we have just such a natural acceptance of alcohol in our society and our relationship to it, and maybe we need to rethink that. We started when marijuana became more acceptable and more mainstream, and it seems like the benefits of maybe moderate marijuana use may be better than moderate alcohol use. I think that we need to start thinking about that.
We need to be mindful about how we use alcohol.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.